Hello everyone, Earl Hall here, Chief Marketing Officer for Arturo Johnson Consulting. Today we're going to talk about how you as a life insurance agent can actually use YouTube to make more life insurance sales. It may sound kind of foreign to you, but let me just tell you, there's a reason why you definitely want to get into creating content and posting this on YouTube, because it's going to serve a couple of different purposes here. YouTube is what's called an intent-based social media platform. When people go to YouTube, they're actually looking for something. They're typing in questions like how to ... As a matter of fact, many of us have gone to YouTube to try and figure out little simple things. I mean, I know I used YouTube to fix my what is it called? The ring on my dryer that made the door close. I had to go to YouTube to figure that out. I had to go to YouTube to figure out how to change the faucet in my bathtub once. People are going there to solve problems. And as a life insurance agent, you have problems to solve. Let's just think about this here for a minute. You're using means, maybe a couple of different means to develop leads, whether that's buying leads, whether that's running running Facebook ads or Google ads or whatever it is that you're running, and you're spending money on that. What I'm talking about is developing your own platform so that when people have questions that revolve around life insurance and how to protect their families, you're going to show up, because people are going looking for how to buy life insurance, how to choose final expense insurance, how to buy an IUL, how to buy an annuity, a lot of different things. But let's just take a look at something very specific here, right? Something very specific here. You have a bunch of different carriers, right? There's a couple of different topics that you could even talk about based on carriers. What carriers service 20 to 30-year-olds best? What carriers service 60 to 70-year-olds best? And go through an explanation of those carriers. You could talk about the different types of insurance that you could get, from final expense, IULs, annuities, mortgage protection. And here's the thing. I've said this so many times before with a lot of the different clients that I have. When you start producing content, there's only three things that you need. You need a camera, a microphone, and a solution to a problem. Well, the thing about that is, I'm sitting here looking for my smartphone. You have two of those things right here on your smartphone. You have a camera and you have a microphone. You can literally start producing content very easily with something as simple as your smartphone. And the third part of that component is a solution to a problem for the people that you're trying to do business with. The solution to the problem that they have, you have the answers to. They're trying to protect their families. They're trying to protect their loved ones, their home. They may want living benefits. They may want, critical illness benefits. They may want to be able to take advantage of life insurance while they're living, not just after they die. So many solutions that you have to problems that people have, and in some cases, problems that they don't even know exist. But you're going to be that person that is explaining that to them. We're not talking about producing some very high, fancy, Hollywood quality video. We're talking about something very simple. It does not have to be with, a whole lot of expensive gear that you do this with. Again, your smartphone has everything that you need to start right now. And when you do that, you start being seen as the person to know, like, and trust when it comes down to someone that wants to purchase life insurance. Just think about over time the different YouTube videos that you've watched, and you've made purchases based on that. Whether that was a product, whether that was a course, whatever it was, whether it was taking advice from someone and you dug deeper into that person because you felt like they had the answer. Imagine what this will do for you just from a perspective of being in life insurance and being seen as that go-to expert for what it is that people are looking for. All you have to do is take out a scratch piece of paper. Start writing down some topics that you know that you can cover. This doesn't have to be an hour-long video. This could be 5-10 minutes. And you could create a video a week. And what that will do, especially on a site like YouTube, it'll get corrugated. Is that the right word? Corrugated? It'll get in the algorithm. And when people start consuming that content from you, it makes more and more people see that content that have those same types of questions. And just imagine this. At some point in time in the very near future, you may be able to reduce your ad spend because you're producing content that is driving traffic to you. People are now starting to ask you questions. In your YouTube videos, you could start sending them to your website, to your landing page, getting them to book appointments with you so that you could go over things in obviously greater detail about their very specific situation. What I'm going to do here, I want to share my screen with you. And we're going to go over here to YouTube, right? And what I'm going to type in is, let's just do how to buy life insurance. And we take a look at the videos that pop up. I want you to notice a couple of things. This first video here was done 4 years ago. It's gotten over 27,000 views. You can see that there. This video here, term versus whole life insurance, 383,000 views, made 2 years ago. This one here, how to use whole life insurance to get rich, 64,000 views, 1 year ago. You could type in things, if we just use a term like, if we just say life insurance, right? And this is kind of how you can do some, what I call keyword research. Look at this, types of life insurance explained, 441,000 views, made 5 years ago. How to use whole life, okay, that one we saw. Life Insurance 101, watch this before you buy. 30,000 views 4 months ago. Just 4 months ago, 30,000 views. Do you see how this can start stacking in your favor when you start doing things like this? And imagine how many leads you're going to get from 30,000 views. Imagine how many leads you're going to get from 383,000 views. We could type in something as far as, let's see, how to buy, and I'm going to take out life insurance. Mortgage protection. How to buy mortgage protection insurance. A lot of times when people say like avoid, they're actually telling you the reasons why. 6 mortgage protection insurance. Okay, these are some scams coming here. Guide to selling 250,000. That's more of a training on how to do that or whatever. Is it worth getting mortgage protection insurance? 634 views 9 months ago. Should I buy mortgage protection? Should I buy mortgage life insurance? 4.4 thousand views 3 years ago. Mortgage protection insurance explained, 2.2 thousand views 2 years ago. What it is that I want you to definitely see is that when you look at using YouTube as a way to draw in eyeballs to your expertise, we look at television, right? All of us look at TVs. We watch movies. We get drawn into a story. We watch something like Law and Order or something like that, and we see these people as detectives. And all of a sudden, you know, if you get around my age, you start seeing old actors on all these different life insurance commercials. It's because they've developed a following. They have a know, like, and trust factor. People see them in a certain way. This is the same type of thing that happens when you start creating content for yourself as well, so that people start to understand that you are the person that they can trust in order to buy what it is that they need to buy. Now look, if this hasn't convinced you that creating just one video a week over time can draw you in thousands, multiple hundreds of thousands of views to what it is that you're doing, I don't know what will. But it is the thing that, living in the age that we live in right now, if you're not producing content around your field of expertise, it's going to become harder and harder and harder to actually generate that know, like, and trust factor and to actually garner clients, because more and more people now are going to YouTube, they're going to Google, they're looking up these things, and they're trying to find the people that have that knowledge base and that expertise that they can definitely see can answer their questions, and will be the person that they go back to over and over and over again. Just imagine when people start sharing your videos out. Imagine that. So when you look at really wanting to grow your life insurance business, producing content needs to be a part of your strategy, because it is the strategy that will always be there and that will continue to grow and have greater and greater impact over time. I hope this made sense for you. Make sure you watch the next video in line here. If you've got questions about how you can do this whole thing around content creation, how you can start your YouTube channel, leave me a comment below. Let me know, and I'll make sure that I get you those answers. You have a great one. I'll see you on the next video.